Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to today's fourth and final video. Going to have a look at the weather for the next 10 to 14 days. For today's fourth and final video, day 10 will take us to the 26th of July. And we're going to be able to extend out beyond that with the excellent GFS and ECM ensembles, maybe on to around a couple of weeks. I'll have a look at CFS at the end of the next 4 weeks, gets us well into August. So I shall get on with that for you in a moment. Just say that first video today was our 6 AM upload. We've also released the EC 42 days / 6 weeks, and if that wasn't enough, we've released weekend forecast. Well, a historic weekend forecast, probably one of the most severe that I've ever done in 19 years of doing the weekend forecast. So, wow. Please check that out if you would like to do that. Thank you so much, everybody. Please like, share, subscribe on the video. Thank you so much, everyone. We're going to go through the data in a moment. Will we get 40 degrees? That is the question. We're definitely going to get sort of mid to upper 30s. 37, 38, probably 39. Will we go that extra mile and get 40, 41? You know, we're going to have a look at data right now. So let's do it, shall we? We're going to start off. I'm so sorry, everybody. I'm a little bit giddy with this incoming hot weather. I'm going to calm myself down. Right, okay. So sorry. I'm going to start off with a severe weather warning so you can... We're through these yesterday, so I won't dwell on these too long. But the link is in the description with the video. Get serious for a moment. If you are at all concerned about your health during this hot weather, then please check out the warnings and advisories from the UK Met and from your local agencies, NHS, whatnot. If you are worried about your health during this hot weather, then 111 is the first place to go in an emergency. They are saying, you know, you can call 999, but they do tell you that the government advice is that 999 services should be used for emergencies only. Seek advice from 111 if you need non-emergency health advice. But the warning area is there for both Monday and for Tuesday. It's from London to Manchester to Hull, and you know, to the east. I'm right slap bang in the middle of that red warning zone in Northamptonshire, so I'm really in the thick of it. So yeah, you know, I'm just going to see how I get on with this, but I'd much rather be out of that warning zone up in Northern Ireland or Scotland, or maybe even Iceland, or somewhere. Anyway, we went through these yesterday, so I won't dwell on this too long. The link is in the description, though. Both Monday and also Tuesday has got the amber warning widely across the whole of England, where just about at southern Scotland, and the red warning through the central and eastern parts of England and down to southeast too. If you are worried, then please check out the warnings and advisories from the UK Met Office. We went through it in a lot of detail yesterday, so check out yesterday's video, first 5 to 10 minutes or so. Right, central temperature is updated up to yesterday, 15th of July. We're standing at 17 degrees, 17.0, which is 1 degree above average. That is provisional to yesterday. Of course, that is going to really rise up now very quickly. So by the start of next week, I would imagine that'll be well into the 18s. What's that going to be wrong, didn't it? I would imagine we'll be well into the 18s. By the start of next week. By the middle of next week, we'll probably be into the 19s, I would have thought. Will be interesting to see how, you know, how far up we go with this when we get towards the middle part of next week, when we get through Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday as well. These are the GFS upper air temperature and precipitation ensembles. The next couple of weeks on at Northampton today. Local to me, so red line is the 30-year upper air temperature average for Northampton. You see temperatures are on the up now. We're a little bit above average already. The trend is clear over the next 2 or 3 days. We're going to see those upper air temperatures going to between 20 and 25 degrees at 850 HPA. A very, very, very extreme temperature spike, way above the long-term average, which remember is that red line. So how many degrees above that are we going? So the upper air temperature should be around +7, +8. this time of the year. We're going to around plus 23, possibly to plus 25. So we're going a very, very long way above average. Quite quickly, there will be a cool down though. Once we push a bungee top through, we'll see the temperature collapsing back down to long-term averages. And then just holding quite close to average as we go through the last week of July. The operational run, which is this big green line, does get quite warm through the last week of July. And you'll notice this hot outlier just here, only one, going back to extreme heat through the last week of July. We'll see whether any more of those start reappearing over the next day or two. Precipitation-wise, there'll be lots of dry weather while the temperature's getting hotter and hotter. But if you break things down, there will be precipitation. That could well be a funky breakdown taking place on Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. And then after that, actually the last week of July is looking increasingly unsettled flavour to the weather, perhaps through the last week of July, with showers along the spells of rain, and maybe even a little bit of thunder, but we'll have to wait and see about that. Temperature anomalies from the 16th to the 24th of July. I'm so sorry, everybody. 16th to 24th of July are coming out very significantly above average. Most parts of Western Europe, like 8-10 degrees above normal. Precipitation anomalies from the 16th to 24th of July, largely on the dry and average side, particularly very central, southern, western areas of maybe far east and northeast, is close to average, or maybe even ever slightly above. That's probably down to thunderstorms on Tuesday night and Wednesday morning. I would have thought more about that in a second. Latest wind from that from Earth, nullschool.net shows up we're under a large area of high pressure today. So, yes, we're under high pressure, not yet under the heat dome, but we're under the high pressure dome. And as that high pressure becomes centred tomorrow over the Low Countries and Germany, let's get rid of that and do it again. As that high pressure becomes centred tomorrow over Germany and the Low Countries, that will start to bring up the heat dome. We'll be under the heat dome from tomorrow, particularly into Monday and Tuesday. And the air will be wafting up to the south. All of the areas of low pressure, wonder where the low pressures are, bringing summer rains and whatnot. They're away to the northwest. There's plenty of low pressure in the Atlantic, actually, but they're away to the north and west. The jet stream is up here somewhere as well, by the way. So that's where it's cool, wet, and windy. Go to Iceland if you want. If you want some cool, wet and windy weather. Right, let's start looking at all of the data. We're going to have a look at Arpege, first of all. Temperature forecast from Arpege. Which models are going to be going for 4 degrees? Which models won't? Let's go for it. Let's do it. Right, 3 o'clock in the afternoon Sunday. Widespread temperatures across England, Wales around 30, 31 degrees. 29, 30, 31. So that's like standard hot day for the UK. Right, then we go through into Monday, and that's how afternoon temperature looking on Monday. So then Arpege is going for widespread temperature across England, Wales of like 33, 34, 35, 36. We have got a cluster here through the south and east Midlands into south east of England. That's going to 36, maybe 37 degrees. No 40 degree heat there from Arpege on Monday. But it is going for 37, which is about 100 Fahrenheit. Right, what happens after that? Overnight, Monday, Tuesday, we get a very, very, very hot night. Temperatures do not fall much lower than mid to upper 20s Celsius, like 25, 26, 27. That's going to be a nightmare. The night on Monday night is going to be absolutely terrible night, you know, and will put people under a lot of stress. That is a very, 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 very hot night. So what happens as we get into Tuesday with Arpege? Let's have a look. It is a hotter day that's being forecast there. By the middle of the afternoon, so this is 1 o'clock in the afternoon, we've got temperatures up to 37, 38 degrees. So that is getting to record-breaking. Remember, the hottest temperatures at Cambridge Botanical Gardens, 38 point something from July 2019. So Arpege is going for potentially a record-breaking hot day, but does not get the temperature to 40 degrees. The Arpege stops at 37 to 38. Widespread, 37 to 38, yes, but stops there. Does not get temperature to 39, 40. You will notice just over on the continent, we've got 40 degrees just over on the other side of the English Channel, so we're not far away from those 40-degree temperatures, but our page does not get there, does not get it up to us at 40 degrees. So our page is not going for 40 degrees here, it stops it at 37 or 38, which is knocking on the door of the record. Okay, let's have a look at UK Met products. So this is the UK Met Euro run for midnight on Tuesday. Again, we've got high pressure to the east, low pressure to the west. We're wafting up this extremely hot air from the south. Check out the upper air temperature, plus 20 Celsius ice made it into Scotland. We're more or less at plus 25 Celsius, 8 HPA down in the south. Extraordinarily hot, record-breaking hot from an upper air temperature perspective. But by the time we get through the midnight on Wednesday, we're pushing this funky trough of low through from off the Atlantic Ocean, taking the heat out into the North Sea and pulling in some just a little bit cooler from the northwest. By the time we get through into Thursday, we're all into these cooler, fresher northwest winds with showery wet weather up in the north and dry down south, and then high pressure is re-establishing at the end of the week into the weekend over the country. It is like funky low just to our south, and actually we are not all that, although it's cooler at the end of the week into the weekend, we are not all that far still from the extreme heat. Just going to go a few hundred miles south into northern France, and we find the plus 20 Celsius ice from is still there. Could be having another bite of cherry, getting that extreme heat back into the UK during the last week of July. Remember, we've got one GFS Ensemble member just here that is bringing back extreme heat through the last week of July. Only one at the moment, but it is something to keep an eye on. Temperature forecast from UK Met Euro looks like that. So again, widespread temperatures tomorrow of like 29, 30, a little bit down on what Arpege was going for though. So Arpege was going for around 31, I think. So a little bit down on that. Let's see what happens after that. Right, so we go through into Monday. How hot does UK Met get things on Monday? It gets the temperature on Monday afternoon up to around 36 degrees. So 36 degrees forecast there from UK Met Euro across central parts of England on Monday. Certainly quite a bit short of like upper 30s. Now Tuesday is a hotter day, and it gets the temperature to 37, 38, 39 degrees. But UK Met Euro run does not get the temperature to 40 degrees on Tuesday afternoon. It stops it at 39. So that would be all-time hottest day on record, though. That would be the 38 that we have in 2019, but stopping just that little bit short of 40. And then overnight things cool down Tuesday into Wednesday, and Wednesday itself is a much cooler and fresher day, much more refreshing type day then. What about UKV? Let's have a look at this one then. So afternoon temperatures with UKV. This is high res, remember. Afternoon temperatures with UK, but our pages too. High afternoon temperatures with UKV look like about 31, 32, possibly up to 33 or 34. So that's hotter. UKV is hotter for tomorrow than the other models, including Arpege. So then we go through, so it's going for like maximums of 32 to 34 there. Let's see what happens after that with UKV. So we go overnight, sunny to muddy, very warm night, temperature up in 20 Celsius, leading to an even hotter day on Monday. This is hotter than the other models for Monday, with temperatures across central eastern England up to 38, 39. Yes, there are a couple of 40s there across eastern England on Monday, not Tuesday, that's Monday, and a really, really, really warm night on Monday night, with temperatures again holding up mid to upper 20 Celsius. Will be an absolute nightmare. And then on Tuesday, UKV suggests a hotter day for the east, with temperatures of 40 to 41 or 42 degrees there. Again, hotter than the other models that I've looked at so far. 39, 38 into the Midlands. It is a bit cooler out to west, as some heavy showers and thunderstorms begin to get going. And then those temperatures slide away overnight, Tuesday into Wednesday. Wednesday is a cooler day. So UKV is hotter from as early as tomorrow than most other models. So tomorrow will be important. I think Sunday will be an important day for this. I'll just put webcam back on a moment and explain this. I think tomorrow will be an important day for this to see how hot it's going to get. Other models, most of those models that we've looked at so far are suggesting that tomorrow, Sunday, we'll see temperatures maxing out at around 30 or 31. UKV gets up to 32, 33, possibly even 34 tomorrow. If UKV is correct with that projection, and the temperatures do get to like 33, maybe 34 degrees above what the other models are projecting, then that will tell us that UKV could be on something for Monday and for Tuesday. But conversely, if UKV is overcooking those temperatures for tomorrow, then that will cause doubt about whether that prediction of like 40, 41, degrees on Monday and Tuesday, whether that is correct or not. So tomorrow will be interesting to have a look at. I also want to show you the precipitation forecast from UKV as well. One thing I haven't spoken about with this very much is the Fungi breakdown. UKV is actually really ramping things up, so check this out. No precipitation really on Monday, it's going to be a dry, hot, sunny day. Tuesday, we'll find heavy showers and storms beginning to break out in the far west through Northern Ireland into Western Wales during the course of the afternoon. If we start getting clouds coming across ahead of those storms, by the way, if, we start getting quite a lot of high cloud coming in ahead of those storms, that could in itself limit the temperature potential for Tuesday, even if it doesn't turn particularly cloudy, but enough high cloud comes across. That might stop us from getting to 40 degrees, as we have never had 40 degrees before, certainly not in modern recorded history. It's going to be interesting to see what affects like high cloud, lots of cirrus and that lot, and like that, if we get that, what effects that could have. Anyway, back to storms. So that's having to look 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Tuesday. Heavy showers and downpours begin to break out in the west and the southwest. Now, look what happens in the evening on Tuesday. Some scattered storms developing across central east areas. Storms becoming much more widespread and severe, though, out in the west. And then overnight, Tuesday to Wednesday, a mass of storms developed through southwest England, Wales, up the Irish Sea into southwestern parts of Scotland. And then those storms start pushing eastwards through the early hours of Wednesday, at 6 a.m. Wednesday morning. Storms getting into some parts of central southern England and into the Midlands as well. And then those storms carry on pushing east at 9 a.m. on Wednesday, storms through the Midlands into the south. More torrential storms across eastern parts of Scotland too. And then more storms break out across eastern counties as we go into the middle of the day on Wednesday, possibly affecting East Anglia too. So the storms looking pretty widespread actually, away from the far southeast corner. Storms look pretty widespread there from UKV on Tuesday night and into Wednesday. It's very early days for that though, so we'll wait and see what happens, and we'll know a little bit more, I think, that funky breakdown by the time we get through to Monday, I would have thought. Okay, let's carry on. Icon looks like that for midnight on Tuesday. Hot southerly winds. We're under the dome. We're under the heat dome. With Icon on Tuesday night, pushing plus 20 Celsius ice at southern Scotland, more or less plus 25 Celsius ice across southwestern parts of England. Fungi chart pushes through late Tuesday into Wednesday, leading to a cooler, fresher end to week. And then Icon looks like it turns quite wet, especially from the south into next weekend. That's probably quite a cold, wet day actually on Saturday. This is the temperature forecast from Icon model. So it looks like this. 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Monday, we've got the temperature up to 36, 37, 38 degrees. So again, that's knocking on the door of record-breakingly hot temperatures. Overnight, Monday and Tuesday, we get this incredibly hot night with temperatures holding up in the mid to upper 20s Celsius, like 25, 26, possibly 27 degrees, leads to a very hot start to Monday. By 9 a.m. we've already got the temperature up to around 90 Fahrenheit. And then through the afternoon, Icon going for 37, 38, 39, and yes, 40 degrees is there with Icon on Tuesday afternoon in the east, somewhere perhaps around Lincolnshire. quite a long way north. You probably expect this to be near Heathrow or somewhere, but a lot of these miles are placing the 40 degrees up towards Lincolnshire. So Icon, which is a high-res model again, Icon also getting the temperature to 40 degrees. There on, I'm so sorry, buddy, on Tuesday afternoon. You're wondering what's he doing? What's he doing? Overnight, choosing to Wednesday, things turning a lot cooler. Though still pretty warm in the southeast on Wednesday, temperature mid-20 Celsius. It will take a long time to get rid of heat out of towns and cities. But it's 6 at Icon. I just want to check out midnight Icon. We only go out to 20 hours with temperature forecast. Okay, we won't worry about that. I was just wondering how cool Icon will be on Saturday this time next week, because that looked quite cool and wet there. But the temperature forecast only goes out for 120 hours, so we'll not worry about that at all, I don't think. The 6 Icon run that I just showed, by the way, was a little bit hotter than the midnight Icon run. Interestingly, so the midnight Icon run did not get the temperature to 40 degrees. It got temperature 39. So that was a little bit of an upgrade. Actually, that was a little bit of an upgrade from Icon on the 6Z run compared to the midnight run. Let's look at it again. Up to 40 degrees there. Right, okay, let's move on to the GFS. If you're enjoying this video, then please you like, share, subscribe. Thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. We only need to put on around 23 or 24 subscribers now to get to 14,000 subs. Could we get to 14k by the time the heatwave breaks? That would be incredible. If we could get to 14k by the time the heatwave breaks, that would be amazing. Right, let's go through the GFS output. Remember, GFS was hinting at this hot weather like 2 weeks ago. We started talking about this a fortnight ago. And I reckon GavsWeatherVids was one of the first places, actually, that started mentioning this. So, you know, I don't normally blow my own trumpet, but I think we mentioned this before most other forecasting agencies from the GFS, and it's been a very consistent, you know, performance by the GFS over the past couple of weeks. So hats off to the global forecast system. We do give it a lot of criticism, but when it gets things right, it's only fair to say, I think. Right, anyway, I'm off on a tangent, so sorry, everybody. Right, okay, so this is how the GFS midnight run looks at midnight on Tuesday. Again, we're looking very, very hot here. We've got plus 20 Celsius iceberg at Scotland, plus 25 Celsius iceberg is down there across the southwestern parts of England. Fungi trough pushing through on Wednesday, you know, overnight shooting to Wednesday. That gets out of the way, and then we're into a cooler, fresher, but also quite warm pattern with high pressure south-southwest, low pressure up to the north and to the northwest too. And then up today, 10 lots of high pressure bridging into the south, plenty of dry and warm weather there, always a little bit more unsettled both further north. But the GFS midnight run actually builds the Azores high back in, so it suggests that the last week of July could well be very warm, hot maybe, and dry. With absolutely classic looking charts there, right back to the first day of August, which is as far as we go with the GFS today. This is temperature forecast based on that GFS midnight run. So yes, going for 38, 39 or 40 degrees here with the GFS. So 37 from the West Midlands, 40 over towards like Cambridge, maybe in the botanical gardens again. I don't know, but Monday, you know, could hit 40 degrees there. Overnight temperatures, extraordinarily hot, Monday and Tuesday, mid up 20 Celsius. It's actually going like 30 degrees across parts of southern Wales. I can't believe that would happen, but who knows, it's a crazy time, but certainly mid to upper 20 Celsius there. And then, I'm so sorry, even hotter today on Tuesday, so afternoon temperatures there widely across eastern England up to 40 or 41. Remember, 40 degrees is 104 Fahrenheit, so extremely hot there from like the far southeast of England all the way up the eastern side, right the way up to like Lincolnshire and parts of Yorkshire as well. Absolutely extraordinary temperature forecast once more. Remember, it's just 48 hours away. That is just 2 days out now. You know, this time, I'm recording this at nearly 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Saturday. That is just 2 days away, 48 hours away, seeing widespread. No, what am I talking about? That's 3 days away, isn't it? This one, this one is 2 days away, which is extraordinary, actually. This is 2 days away. 38, 39, 40 there, just 48 hours away. With that temperature forecast from the GFS. Right, this is our 6 then, is looking. So again, high pressure to the east, low pressure to the west on Tuesday. Up come those hot southerly winds. Plus 20 cells ice makes it up to eastern Scotland this time. That's as far north as I've seen it, I think. Then this trough of low moves through into Wednesday, triggering potentially a thundery breakdown. More about that in a day or two's time. And then into the weekend of 23rd, 24th of July, high pressure is dominating over to the west of the country. That high pressure stays in control just to the south-southwest up to daytime. A little bit more showering unsettled up in north. Now, the GFS 6 are very different to midnight, running at the same range, brings the low pressure in off the Atlantic, much cooler and much more unsettled through the last week of July and into the beginning of August. This is a temperature forecast based on that GFS 6Z run for Monday afternoon. Again, very similar to the midnight run. In that we're looking, if this is right, at 37, 38 through the Midlands, up to 40 across eastern parts of England and into East Anglia. So like East Midlands to East Anglia, up to 40 degrees there. That's how things look in terms of overnight temperatures. Monday, Tuesday, another very hot night forecast. Temperatures in the mid to upper 20s Celsius, leading to an even hotter day again. On Tuesday, again, this is the temperature forecast 3 o'clock in the afternoon. On Tuesday, once more, very consistent. We see temperatures of 40 degrees from southeast right away up the east side, and 41 is showing up there across parts of Lincolnshire and up into southern Yorkshire, which would be amazing and would be unbelievable and incredible. And we see widespread temperatures up the continent of 41, 42 degrees as well. That's just 2 or 3 days away with those 40-degree temperature forecasts. GEM looks like that again, very hot on Tuesday into Wednesday. About low pressure push across the country, bringing the thundery breakdown. Cooler air into the second half of the week will be a welcome relief, and then we go into next weekend with high pressure re-establishing, albeit within cooler and fresher air for a while, but probably becoming quite warm, I would have thought, with the GFS, with the GEM, I should say, by day 10. High pressure ridging in from the northeast, winds are in from the east off the continent. Nowhere near as hot as it will be like Monday and Tuesday, but nevertheless very warm conditions there. And then the ECM rounds it all off, all looking much of a much. It's very hot as we go from Monday into Tuesday, or Tuesday into Wednesday, with this trough of low pressure pushing in across the country, bringing heavy showers and thunderstorms. Probably a little bit more unsettled with the GM, with the ECM, I should say, in the extended range. Lower pressure closer to the country, bringing showers and longer spells of rain. We'll have a look at the precipitation forecast in a moment. This is how the upper air temperatures look overnight. On Tuesday night with the ECM. Again, we've got that plus 20 Celsius all the way up into Scotland, which is remarkable. Precipitation forecast based on that ECM run is looking like this. So some showering rain tonight. Well, not a dry over the next couple of days. And then there's the thundery breakdown overnight, Tuesday to Wednesday. Yes, we could bring some big thunderstorms across the country, some trench rain possible. Maybe not all that much in the south, but particularly in the Midlands north, looks like things could get quite lively through Wednesday. Although it's all trundle off out the way by Thursday, and we're going into something a little bit drier. I'm moving into more of an unsettled type pattern with outbreaks of rain coming in off the Atlantic up towards day 10. These are the ensemble table within the ECM ensemble day 4. Day 10 gets 26th of July. The Oceanic Met Office, 16 members of the ECM ensembles with low pressure away to the west and northwest country. That looks quite unsettled. 11 with low pressure through the country. Again, that one looks quite settled too. 10 with a trough over the country. Not as unsettled as these two, probably quite showery. 8 down here with high pressure just to our west-southwest. That looks a little bit showery and westerly. And then 6 with high pressure just to the east. Lower pressure out to west and winds coming up from a southerly or southeasterly direction. That looks like it could be the hottest option in 2 weeks' time. This is the option that we've got. Gets to the last date of July, and it does look quite showery actually, with low pressure to the northwest, high pressure to the south, and winds in from a westerly direction. Finally, CFSB2 is a 500 millibar. High design is running down to weak periods. The first weak period takes from 16th to 22nd of July. The coming week has high pressure right over top of the country, dry and very, very, very hot. Into week 2, 23rd to 29th of July, high pressure should begin to pull out to our west a little bit. Getting a little bit cooler from the east, perhaps around that area of high pressure. Still lots of dry and warm weather. Week 3 looks very different. 30th of July to the 5th of August, with the high pressure going up towards Greenland then. Probably a trough through here, I would have thought. So it could be a little bit more unsettled than you might think looking at the chart. And then week 4 is the 6th to the 12th of August. Again, bit of a mid-Atlantic ridge type thing up towards Greenland. High pressure in the northwest of Russia. And maybe a trough through here somewhere. That again might be a little bit uncool and showery side too. We'll worry about that when we've got the heat spike out of the way, I think. We're done. Right, if you enjoyed the video, then please you like, share, subscribe. Thank you so much for doing that. Drop a comment, let us know what you think about this and all of our videos. And don't forget to tell your friends about GavsWeatherVids. Get them to subscribe too. And if everyone who subscribes brings a friend, we're going to get to 14k so much more quickly. And we're going to get to 14k quite quickly now anyway, I think, because we've only got to put on around 20 to 25 subscribers to get there. So subs have moved very quickly, you know, over the past month or so, with last show and then with this hot weather and whatnot. So we are so close now to 14k. And as I said earlier on, it would be lovely, it would be incredible, it would be amazing if we could find ourselves getting to 14,000 subscribers before the heat wave breaks down on Tuesday night. Wouldn't that be amazing? I think so. Right, that's it. We're done then. So you see what's happening here. Upper 30 Celsius, definitely. All models are going for like 37, 38 degrees. Knocking on the door of the all-time record. Do we push it up even further? Do you push it up? Do you push it up? Do you push it up? I'm so sorry. Do we push it up, though, even further to like 39? Do we get to 40? Do we even get to 41? Let me know in the comments what you think. It's going to be exciting couple of days coming up. I think we'll know tomorrow, though, if the UKV is on some, because UKV is hotter there than most of the models for tomorrow. If we get the temperature 33 or 34 tomorrow, then that will be an interesting signal for what could be in store later on. Conversely, though, if UKV is overcooking the temperature tomorrow, then we could be in a little bit of trouble for 40 degrees. So let's wait and see what happens. Right, tomorrow we're going to have the 6 a.m. upload. There'll be like 10, 14 days as well. I'm not sure if I'm live streaming tomorrow or not. Temperature's hovering around 90 Fahrenheit. That's just like on the cusp of what's too much for me. Just where I'm okay or it's starting to get a bit too much. So I should let everybody know how I'm feeling tomorrow. We may have I would like to live stream tomorrow. You know, I want to do it. But I don't want to, like, get too overheated and not feel very well. So the upshot is I'm going to let everybody know tomorrow whether we're live streaming. If we do, it'll be at 8 p.m. though. So yeah, you know, I'll let everybody know from the community page and the social media channels and whatnot what's happening tomorrow with that. But for this video and for today's video, it's a long one, half an hour. Wow, wow, wow. For this video and for today's video, that's all for now. And thanks for watching.